Welcome back to the channel. We'll be doing a movie review for Prometheus, and I fucking love this movie. Huge fan of this movie. I think it's really underrated. And I understand why a lot of people aren't really the biggest fan of it, but it's definitely it felt like a fresh breath of air, especially after Alien 3, which was okay. Resurrection was garbage. AVP 1 and 2, it's like, first AVP was okay, but the second one I just want to slap somebody. So coming to Prometheus, finally, we're back to something good.
Is this heaven? No. It's Iowa.
And I get why some of y'all don't like this, because really there's no xenomorphs in this. And I totally get that. That's really like the biggest knack in this whole engineers and all that stuff. I get it. I understand. But I love this movie for so many other reasons. Me personally, I'm a big prequel fan. I love prequels. I love taking a good original story and coming back and trying to find a little prequel to it. But Ridley Scott came back, which was a huge thing. There's a lot of money that was put in this, and you can see it. The visuals are stunning. The soundtrack, the score. I put that score in my top 10 all-time favorite. I can listen to that score and I can do whatever I want in the house. And it's so soothing. Absolutely love it. The fact that this is like a lead up, like I said, I talked about the prequel, but is leading up like directly to Alien, like legit right up to Alien. So what you saw in the Alien movie, it's a lot of Easter eggs. The cast is fantastic. It's iconic. Great characters. Really, they acting alone too was pretty solid. But again, this whole engineer stuff is like going a little too far with it. Michael Fassbender, I think, is the highlight of this movie. You know, he played David. My favorite android of this whole Alien anthology. In Covenant, he kind of pisses me off, but in this movie, I love it. I really do. And it shows like this is the first contact that humans have going to the LV-426 planet, or 462. I get that mixed around all the time. I think it's 426. And I really love how a lot of things are blue in this, because my favorite color is blue. But like, yeah, it's not gonna make or break this movie. But this movie is very blue, and like the Covenant is very green. And I like that about movies, because like James Gunn, he's very aware of color patterns, and I think Sir Ridley Scott, he's also very aware of that. Also, CGI, fantastic. Practical effects, fantastic. Puppets, miniatures, everything they used this movie was fantastic. I think, like I said, the only knack about this movie is the story idea. Again, like the engineers, the black goo, pretty much like I don't really want to know about how the xenomorphs became a xenomorph. Like, I really don't care. Just give me my fucking xenomorphs, my age, my face huggers, and all that stuff. And you kind of get some stuff at the very end, but not really satisfying. But again, if this movie was just a standalone individual movie, it would got a lot more praise. But it's still getting pretty good scores. Like, I think it's a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes. It was still is certified fresh, so the critics love it. But the audience is like more like 60-some%, and I get it. I understand why. If I can just borrow you guys' time for 20 seconds, this is not a sponsor. This is about children that need our help. These are children that have cancer, leukemia, all the bad stuff, and it's kill. I'm from Iowa. We have a children's hospital, and you watch any of the Iowa football games during the first quarter, we do the Iowa wave to the children in the hospital. They deserve all the stuff, and I just want to say, guys, in the description box below, I have a link for description where you can donate, and that's all I want to say, guys, because I absolutely love Iowa, and I love what they're doing with the Iowa children. So please, if you have money and you want to donate, go to the description box, give it to them. Do not give it to me. Big fan of the set design, because in Aliens 1 and 2, the set design was really key in bringing you into the elements of this movie. And I absolutely love the set design in this. And you can tell they put a lot of money. They got the money back, because I think they end up with like $403 million worldwide. So they made a pretty penny back. And this movie had a very satisfying ending. The one person that you really wanted to die, she got killed in a good ending. And of course, the one chick we wanted to survive, Shaw, she survives. Her and David, they get in the plane. Not plane, but the spaceship, and they're like, see you later. We're out of here. And we're like, yes, finally we have a good ending, but then Covenant just comes and just smacks you in the face with all that stuff. So if you want to know about that, my next video would be Covenant. But again, this movie I really enjoy. I can watch it so many times. It cracks me up. There's some humor. My funniest part of this movie is when the captain goes, "Oh, it must be some glitch." And the guy's like, "What do you mean glitch?" Imagine you're like in some pyramid and he's like, "Oh, there's some life form." "Oh wait, no, there's no life form." I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" But no, I like the direction of this, but the whole siege, the engineer parts is like, man. But overall, for a SkyGene score, I'm gonna give this sucker like a 7.2 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a B+. I really do enjoy it. I know some people, it's not a big fan of it, but me, I absolutely love this. And this will be in my top 4 when it comes to alien movies and all that good stuff. But man, now I want to go watch this movie. That's